Getting into it.
Getting into it.
Getting into it.
We getting into it.
Getting into it.
I'm getting into it.
We getting into it.
Getting
into it.
Getting into it.
Getting into it.
I'm getting into it.
Getting into it.
We getting into it.
We getting it.
Yo, we getting into it. It's the Sunday Spotlight. We back. It's Mix Squad TV, and today we got a special guest with us, man. Brother Sensei Kai, man. What's up, bro?
Man, what's up, man? I'm good, man. Out here in Cali, bro, enjoying this Sunday, man.
Man, it look good out there, bro. Behind you, sun out,
Yeah,
shades on. You feel me?
yeah, it's nice.
I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I ain't gonna lie. It's what, April 13th, and I got a hoodie on, Jack. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just Illinois is a little chilly out here still. Like I think we having our first good couple days, the last 2 days. But nevertheless, man, I'm blessed to have you on the show, bro. I just want to kind of do a brief introduction of who I know you as. Sensei Kai is an artist who has been professionally an artist since he was 16 years old. He has a very successful podcast that he is growing as we speak. I believe that you just had a performance at Rolling Loud. If it's not, correct me and let us know where you performed. And then we're going to be listening to his new project today, some tracks that that we want to hear, you know what I'm saying, that are dope from Sensei. So let us know about yourself, bro. How you been?
What's up, man? I've been good. Thanks for that intro, man. Sensei Kai, like you said, I've been making music for a long time, bro. A lot of trial and error, but I really like where I'm at right now with my sound, my connections. Recently we were at Rolling Loud. I didn't perform. We were pretty much there to support our homie Eastside K-Boy. So, he got us in, we were VIP. So it was cool getting that experience as well, man. It was another like motivational thing just to be right up there on the stage and take it all in. It was like one of those things that charged the battery up. But like you said, man, like just a lot of music. When I look back, a lot of music's been made, a lot of projects, music videos, bro, a lot of growth. So I just really like where I'm at right now in the journey, man, for real. A lot more to come.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I know when we first met, man, like you was like, you know what I'm saying, like you always have been on the grind and making your songs, and also you have like your personal life, like you know what I'm saying, you do things outside of music, and you actually do something that to me that like is very important to society. I just kind of want people to, before we even tap into the artistry, bro, like let people know like what you do, who you are, the man you are.
For sure, man. So from where I'm at right now, I'm 33. I moved out to LA like, it's funny, May 1st makes 6 years. Crazy, 6 years. Moved across the country, bro, from Georgia. So it's been a big process for me, just growing, learning myself more as a man, becoming better. I kind of moving out here, bro, I kind of voluntarily put myself into a tougher situation because I feel like I had conquered Georgia to an extent, and I just wanted something to force me to level up. So worked out the logistics of it, moved out here. I was already making music when I came out here, but I had other skills too. Like I had a liking for, video editing, videography, talking outside of the messages I put in my music. I like having like real conversations with people. It ended up leading to this podcast that I produced, Reentry Network Podcast. We actually focus on the stories of formerly incarcerated individuals. We let them share their light, We don't glorify the bullshit, but we glorify the come up story, the positive part of where they are now. And it's funny because that ended up happening from as soon as I moved out here to Cali, the day after I moved to my apartment, I ended up getting a gun charge. And that's how I found the organization that I was at. Instead of making me a participant because of my experience and things I was already doing, I ended up getting on with them. And, one day that involved me recording something for them. And, it put the seed in my executive producer / executive director back. She wanted to do a podcast, start a podcast. So she pretty much put a lot of the equipment and the funding in our hands, me and the two original hosts. And, we built it 3 years later. Right, 1 million total views. I produce 8 shows on the podcast, and I have my own podcast called Dojo Sessions. So, I just been balancing that along with doing my own music, which is all tied up. We have a whole music team that's linked up with the pod now too. So just balancing all that plus my life, you still gotta survive and grow. So yeah, man, that's kind of what I've been on recently. But all that is making me better in my opinion as a person, just obstacles, figure it out, become better, learn lessons from it. I just been doing that process and repeating. So that's what
Man,
I'm at now, year 6.
and that's good, like that's nuggets and gems for all. Like we always try to make sure we drop gems for the people, not as well. And that was a good gems is just to continue to persevere. I know we all have similar stories when it come down to how we survive through as a collective people, right? Not just us individuals, but collectively. We all got stories of stuff that happened that could have broken us, and that could have made us lesser than, and we find ways to overcome. So it's good to continue to find people that is, consistently pushing forward, pressing toward the mark. You know what I mean?
For sure, bro.
With that, man, I actually want to get into just like, let's take I love to spotlight people through showcasing the art that they make. And this particular track to me, because I've heard it and worked on it in the past, I really have an affinity for, obviously. And I just want to go ahead and showcase to people this official music video that you made for Anxious.
Oh yeah, it's one of my favorite hooks of all time, man. For real. I love it.
I'm ready to watch this, y'all. Let's take a look into this.
Sensei, watch them all quit. I just quit complaining. Forward, it's you.
Watch them all quit, I just quit complaining. Surround myself with bosses, and it got contagious. I'm trying to be better, but it come in stages. Closer that I get a little more anxious. How can you tell me about my life when I write the pages? Learning lessons from the past, cause you can't erase it. Closer that I get a little more anxious. Closer that I get a little
Watch
more
them all
anxious.
quit, but I ain't me though. And I'm not my people. Can't stop my nigga at the stop sign wiggle. Maybe that's my ego. Flat ball ego. I don't wear no paper, see, like that's my hero. Never leave my way till like a stitch, I'm Lilo. Hopping in the game, they on the sideline, B-roll. Watch out below, and one free throw. They gon' carry weight, don't got a cat cloud to blow.
Watch them all quit, I just quit complaining. Surround myself with bosses, and it got contagious. I'm trying to be better, but it come in stages. Closer that I get a little more anxious. How can you tell me about my life when I write the pages? Learning lessons from the past, cause you can't erase it. Closer that I get a little more anxious. Closer that I get a little more
I got
anxious.
my eyes on the prize while I'm going through all these obstacles. Daily affirmations telling myself ain't no stopping you. Before you do what you want, you gotta do what you got to do. I'm almost at my destination. Be there in a block or two. My haters probably sick to their stomach how long I lasted. I can relate to how Kobe was feeling before he was drafted. My competition thought they was winning, and I was laughing. Ain't no way you could compete with me. You don't lose your passion. It's more than just a hobby to me. Shit, I'm the chosen one. I'm cooking up some shit that's probably overdone. I swear you niggas never heard it sicker than this. I'm shooting for my dreams, hitting every goal. Look at the flick of the wrist. Get to that paper quick, lickety split. They hear my verses, tell they people like, listen, yeah, listen to this. Boy, I'm so anxious, got me running in place. I left my daughters looking dumb in the face. Watch how I be posted up with some of the greats.
Watch them all quit, I just quit complaining. Surround myself with bosses, and it got contagious. I'm trying to be better, but it come in stages. Closer that I get a little more anxious. How can you tell me about my life when I write the pages? Learning lessons from the past, cause you can't erase it. Closer that I get a little more anxious. Closer that I get a little more anxious.
Yeah, man, that's one that's You know what I mean? For me, just because, like I told you, my closeness to the record from actually you blessing us by having that as a competition that we use to build ourselves as engineers, you know, like that's in my playlist from having it prior to the feature that's on there. So I'm over here rapping the whole thing just because, like, you know, like I
Yes,
definitely
I had
done
it
ran through
first.
listening to that boy. I definitely love that hook as well. And you know, I didn't hear the feature before, but the second verse by your boy Jay King, like I've heard it so many times that like it's ingrained.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's ingrained in me, bro. That talk about that, man. That's a dope track.
Man, thank you, bro. Like I said, that's one of my favorite hooks, man. That hook really describes, where I'm at in my life right now. Mainly that first bar as well. Watch them all quit. I just quit complaining. With as
Mm,
long as I've been doing music, bro, I don't even want to say 90%. I may say 95% of the people that started when I started have quit. And that's no shots at them. But I did. I watched them all quit. And on my end, I quit complaining. In the early stages, it's easy to see other people quit, and it makes you feel like, damn, am I supposed to quit too? Like, I still haven't made it either. But I really had to learn over the years, like you have to get that tunnel vision. It doesn't matter who quit. It doesn't matter who kept going. It matters what I see for my vision, for myself. So that's where that line came from. Surround myself with bosses. It really speaks on just the networking that I've been doing these past years, man. I've really connected with a lot of people who have. I'm a backtrack. When I was in Georgia, bro, I knew a lot of people, but they were on like the level I'm at, maybe a little lower. Nobody was really throwing alley oops like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody was, and that's not even to say I think I'm old, nothing, but it just shows me like, damn, I've met more powerful people, and just off my energy and who I am, they've helped me. So it's like it shows me that it was possible that whole time when I was grinding, waiting for somebody to just embrace me as a person, as an artist. You know, over these past 6 years, a lot of people have embraced me. So it let me know, not that I was old or anything, but it's possible. It's possible people who got that power to show you some love, man. So surround myself with bosses, and they got contagious. I'm trying to be better, but it come in stages. It's kind of what we talked about when we first got on the call, man. Like a lot of times we know we want to be better, but it's hard. When you decide you want to be better, that's sometimes when those obstacles start hitting you. That's when the obstacles start hitting you. I don't know. I think it's spiritual warfare, man, right? When you shift into wanting to be a better person, eat better, live better, go to the gym, be a better son, friend, anything like partner, obstacles just hit you. And that's what you have to overcome to get better. So that's where that line came from, man. And closer that I get a little more anxious. It's anxiety mixed up in all this because you see the goal, you trying
mhm.
your hardest not to mess up. So it's real easy to get anxious, man, along the way. But overall I've learned to embrace it because I went from having 30 people around me all the time. Just speaking on the label I'm a part of, Boss Club Records, to now I moved out here and it's just me and my girl. So, this has been like a very personal journey for me. It's like my lone wolf stage in my life that has lasted 6 years. And, I've really been through a lot of trials and tribulations. So, long story short, that's kind of where that hook came from. That's why it's like really close to my heart with that one.
It's
So,
funny though, because like even though you've done an excellent job of describing how that hook came together, all of that said was understood, like from just the words you use. And that's the beauty of an artist, is to take a phrase or two and all of what you just said, I fully understood from hearing it. Like when I hear that, like I relate to that in every way you just laid out in
thank
a
you, bro.
few phrases. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's the beauty of what art could do, is that it don't, sometimes you can say things that are so clever and so insightful and put them together that a whole book could be written on the phrase itself. But we all, like, those who understand. You feel me?
Yeah,
And
for
that's why
sure.
it resonates. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why that resonates the way it resonates.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man, for real.
For sure, for sure. So, man, I kind of want more, man, but I want to actually just ask you about the early stages because you have been through almost 2 decades of the industry in itself. So I want to ask you just on what you've seen and experienced, uh, what it was as far as like how to make money in this business as an artist, like how it was and how it is and where it's becoming from your perspective.
For sure. So my POV from where everything is now, when it first started, I was 16. It was pretty much for those of y'all who know about the snap era, in Atlanta, snap dancing. Started off in a group, man. At that point, it was just a lot of mystery to it. You love music, you just want to have fun, you still in school, you want a lot of the surface level things that come with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the stages where, we was in the club a lot, just seeing what's next, trying to get all the girls, man, just trying to have some songs out, brag about them and all that, the
Yeah.
early stages of it. Also transitioning from that era to when things started to get a little more violent. After the party fun era was kind of over, that's when you start to see more fighting, shootings at the clubs. Music is morphing this whole time too. So this is
Mm,
the spot that music went from dance and fun, everybody's partying, to when you
right.
start seeing the violence come into the music. At that age, we getting older. May get a booking, a show, you may get a little something, something, but still wasn't seeing no actual money for real. You know what I'm saying? But I realized from being in a group transitioning into being a solo artist, I had to learn more about the business side. You know, Even though a group it's an advantage, but it can also kind of cripple you a little bit because it's other people with you. You expect all y'all to be on the same wavelength, so you may not be putting all the effort you can into it. But when it's just you, you know what I'm saying? You have to, okay, damn, how am I gonna make money? How am I gonna grow? What type of music am I gonna make when somebody else isn't doing the hook? Or when I can't rely on my homie who always got the hooks or the hard verses and I'm just coming on to do a little 4 or 5 bars. So, for me, it's been keeping my music fresh, relevant while still doing me. When streaming came into play, it was more so about learning how that works. Like, okay, let me make sure I get the rights to this beat, whether it's exclusive or a lease. Let me make sure I'm actually pushing my music to people who are gonna listen to it, rather than just, oh yeah, I'm an artist, yeah, check me out, like I'm cool. No, it became more business. So even expanding my music videos, expanding my production level, it led to me getting booked for more money with these shows. Like out here, I get booked for a show, and I'm like, damn, you want to give me that? Like, they actually appreciating what I did for music. But looking back, just to answer your question though, it really just came with adapting and keeping going through everything. You know what I'm saying? I've been through so many eras with this stuff. Even now, dancing and stuff and fun kind of came back, with the new era of TikTok and everything. But in
Yeah.
the same sense, people's attention spans are a lot shorter too. So you see a lot of artists just looking for a sound bite that'll go viral.
Mm.
Um, yeah, sometimes when I'm making a hook, I consider that, but I do like to stay true to why I like to make music. And that's why I'm still able to go now, because I'm not just trying to do what's trending. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just pouring my heart out on every song, but I do have those
Right, right,
songs
right.
where I am speaking about my life, because that's why I'm able to keep going. It's been like therapy for me. So, I do care about the streaming. I do care about the numbers. I do care about getting paid for my music. But the main reason I'm still going is because I still enjoy making it.
Mm.
So, learning the business side though is something I'm still learning because it keeps changing, it keeps shifting constantly.
And that's
So,
kind of where I want to end that question is where do you think it's heading as far as how you best maneuver being an artist moving forward in this industry? Would it be streaming? Would it be getting your own site and directing people to, that particular location? Would it be uh, just being a performing artist? What would you give the 16-year-old Sensei advice in 2025 moving
for
forward?
sure, I would say becoming your own brand is key right now, man. It used to be getting signed to a label is the way out. Then it was, okay, get your streams up, which is still very important. But I've met people and I've came across people who are literally their own walking brand. You know, they have all their music, they have all the rights to their music, they have their merchandise, they have their website. So they're cutting out these distribution platforms. They have their own site where you can buy their music. I've seen people say, you know, I have a site, give me what you think I deserve for this song. They're keeping everything in-house. And that's the level I'm trying to get to, where I don't need anyone else to put me on a different platform. And I've even came across artists who I've never heard of, but they're so established that I see they have their own cult fan base. They have legions of supporters. They're getting paid, and I've never heard of them. And the average person has never heard of them. So I think it's coming to that point where if you're on if you on your shit as an artist, I think you can survive, you can stay afloat without even being an A-lister. You can have
Yeah,
your
like
own way.
I really think, you know, what LaRussell started, and what technically I believe I at least saw an article that Jay-Z took and put on a bigger scale, which is having like basically a stock on like your song is a stock, and
Yeah.
people could actually invest in that song and get a dividend each month. Like I could see that being something that people like would like. I like this product, I like this song so much that like I'll put some money into it now and then get a residual on the back end, because I'm gonna listen to it a lot, and I feel like a lot of other people should listen to it a lot.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I see the future for like, yeah, I mean, you know, because we getting into a weird space moving forward, like next 10 years with how AI is, bro. Is who knows what we will actually move forward to how we conduct business, because it's gonna be so person to person that
Right.
you feel me, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, it's getting crazy, man. It's getting crazy, especially with the AI, man. It's getting to the point where labels, well, I think they've already started doing it from what I've seen. They're gonna be creating their own AI artists and making it sound however they want it to sound, modeling it off of what they think is hot. So I think it is gonna be a time where now people are gonna have to become their own brands, be up on all the business aspects of it. And just as a little side note, I actually met LaRussell like 2 months ago out here, man, at 1500 or nothing day. And it was cool because the same humble person we see on the internet, he was the same way in person. So that's always cool to see, man. Just a little side note right there.
No, for real. I mean, that's good to hear. Just, you know, from someone from afar that's just as a unk, as they call people my age nowadays. Like when unk sees somebody who really got an actual like a spirit that is similar to his own, I root for, you know, I root for you. Like that's why I root for you, because I see individuals with a similar kindred spirit that will give their heart away, and like have had people really take advantage of that, but also still continue to be as generous, you know, even against what people say. Like you shouldn't be that generous, and we still end up being just kind-hearted. I root for people like that, because we unfortunately we do get taken advantage of, brother.
Yeah, all the time, man. I was just telling myself that probably 2 hours ago that I need to stop being that way. But it's just like it's just a natural thing, bro.
No,
Like,
that's why I got Kiana. You know, I know. You know, shout out to Q the Music and Audio Manipulator in the backstage. But like, that's why, like, that's why she is truly like, and like how she keeps me grounded on not doing like, no, Cash, like, forget them. Forget that. They own one. Focus on what we need to focus on, and that's why, like that's why she's my business partner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Kiana the truth, man.
She keep me focused on who need that energy. You know what I mean? And because that's key. And again, nuggets for everybody out there. Don't waste your energy on people who gonna suck it out of you and not pour anything back. That's all we saying. That's all we saying. We need to get refilled too. For those who have an overflow of just wanting to give to people, we get drained to the point where we ain't got enough for ourselves, and we need to get refilled too. So
yeah, that's facts, bro.
All right, we gonna move on to Sensei flow since we done got deep. You know what I mean? We can go ahead and move over to something that is a little bit more what you were saying, where you don't pour your heart out on every song, but there are some songs where you just want to just say what you got to say.
Yeah, got to.
Damn, Noah, you made this?
JC Green, turn that shit up.
Keep dropping. I'm holding the hot potatoes. So. Yeah.
Do it for the people, feel like I'm holding the spirit bond. Seeking out wisdom to get me through it, thumbing through these songs. I know that my presence makes you mad, please remain calm. It's power in the pen, megawatts flowing through these palms. Wasted years chasing hoes, slowed up on my goals. Wasted dap on some niggas I used to call my bros. I know they want some trendy music, but it's for my soul. I'm on strike from the drummer like a good bowl. I love it when they doubt me, that's my toxic trait. Getting bigger with this motion like I'm lifting weights. Force myself to grow, moved out the state. 4th month in Cali, I became an inmate. But it made me better, mission accomplished. Don't form your mouth to say you harder than me, nigga, stop it. Why they playing with my name, guess I'm still a topic. Tried to plug in with bosses, they didn't heal me, broken sockets. So I became one, they want favors, now I'm talking about them same ones. I can do it, that's cool, just send me the funds. I know God got my back, one of his toughest sons.
Just another one. And we gonna keep dropping.
Yeah.
Yo, that's my girl, bro.
Are you good, man? We was just taking a listen and watching.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Sensei flow.
Yeah, man, that's my shit, bro. Like, that's one of those ones, bro, where I didn't have no goal with it. I just went to the studio, bro, and I just wanted to just pop my shit. And a lot of people showed me love on that one, man. It's funny because those ones I just put out, those are the ones sometimes that get a lot of good feedback. So that was one of those, man. I didn't even want to make it too long, bro. That was one of those times I was just listening to beats and it just came over me, bro. So that's how that one got started.
Yeah, man. Like when you explain yourself, you know what I'm saying, to me, it just resonates because I'm the exact same kind of artist. You know what I mean? So like I really understand, like wholeheartedly. I probably was on that this morning with one of Kiana beats, legitimately. It was just like I would just spaz on it. I only had no direction. I just want to say what I got to say, and then when it was over, it was over. I was like, now I'm about to be on a whole nother vibe. So I feel that, man. But that's what I like about your music. It is that like it's not, you don't know what you're gonna get per se in that particular song, right? You have different ways to make different sounds with your music, and so that's what I like about it. Some people like a certain consistency. Like we just got to understand the battle when you with certain type of artists. I'm just speaking to artists that are struggling with your identity per se, right? Like you have to figure out if you want to be like a certain cadence rapper where like you could rely on 21 every fucking song. You know what I'm saying? Like that you got to decide if that's how you want to rock, or if you want to be somebody who is more artistic and not afraid to go into different avenues of how to present your presentation of flowing. You know what I mean? So it's an art. And so some people want to be more artistic and some people want to be more rhythmic. It's up to you. Neither way is better.
Yeah, bro. And then just to piggyback off that, it's also key to, while you're learning that, to explore different sounds too. Even if it's stuff you don't put out. I got a whole bunch of music I have not put out, but I just explore other things. It's a double-edged sword too when you have a lot of different styles of music, because people don't get used to one thing, but it does allow you to have more fun with it and see like the depths that you can go with music. Like I've got songs where I try to do, rock, lyrical, melodic, R&B, and it feels good because when I used to be in a group, I thought we had to have another person that could do these styles. But being a solo artist, like all it takes is the right beat and you altering your voice the right way and putting the right amount of emotion into it, and you can pretty much do every style, man. And I've been able to touch a lot of different crowds by switching it up. So what you said is definitely key, man, for real.
But it's like you said, the double-edged sword, and I'm just saying being aware of that double-edged sword. I just like to keep those who are coming up and trying to do stuff like this to be fully conscious of what you're dealing with. If you're gonna be all over the place, expect that there is a chance that like some people truly will just be like put you to the side because they looking for consistency.
Yeah, for sure. Yep, that's the other side of that. That's 100%, bro. I've had people tell me that, man. They be like, bro, your shit hard. But it's like, I don't know what you dropping next. And I said, bro, I respect that, man. That means that you are listening to my music because you're seeing that I'm not dropping all the same shit. But yeah, man, if you're just looking for one thing, I cannot promise you that.
Right.
So, you know, tap
And
in
that
with my
makes me
catalog.
feel better as the individual artist that I'm making, you know, when I'm making my music, when I make that rock sound, when I make this particular track that is a little different, I feel better internally because I got that out. And that's
Yeah.
all I do it for. And so if you like that, where you just feel it, like, man, I hear this like beat that's not a conventional beat that I just want to hop on and do something to, that I've either, because we don't ever really have organic thoughts, right? Like we've been influenced by something that we've heard at some point, and then you're just like, well, I want to emulate my own version of
Yeah.
that, and you do it.
For sure. For
So
sure,
if you
bro.
that
Most
type of
definitely.
person, get it out your chest, go ahead and explore. Don't be afraid of it. If you not, that's okay too. Like if you really just want to flow like you a freestyle rapper, and that's how you do your raps all the time, then do that.
Yeah, and it's a crowd for you too. If you make the same type of song every time, same cadence, it's easier to build a consistent fan base support group, and it's always a crowd for you. With no matter what style you making, there are people who are waiting to discover your music, man. So just keep that in mind too. To anybody that's listening, for sure, for sure.
Facts, gems, y'all. We just trying to, you know, we having the conversation as well, but we also are mindful that if you out there and you hear this, like you may be the person that need to hear this from some seasoned people. Like I haven't had nearly the time doing anything that Sensei is doing. Like I'm on the opposite scale. I am doing home engineering, like really learn how to really mix professionally from the crib. You know what I'm saying? Like in a short amount of time. I had been in finances, I had been customer service, like I have done regular everyday jobs like Comcast, Chase Bank, like you know what I'm saying? Like I am the average person. And that's why my story I feel like will eventually resonate, because like I am like most of y'all that's clicking on my live to see this shit. Like I am like most of y'all. Like I am just a regular everyday dude. But we both have the same artistic energy as far as like wanting to put this music out, wanting to be not put into a box, wanting to express ourselves and like let that energy out. And so you don't have to be at the tippity top of the spectrum to still have that in your life to get that out
Oh
of
yeah,
your spirit.
for sure, bro. And then just to piggyback off that, throughout all the experiences I've had, bro, like with music and just artistry, like I've had a job through it all. So it's like, man, I commend people who work and still have time for that artistry, because a lot of people, once they decide, I'm working every day, they don't find that time for themselves. So, in my opinion, if you're going to give jobs your time to get paid for it, put that back into yourself as well. Even if you only got an hour or 2 or 30 minutes, man, pour some creativity back into yourself. You deserve it. If you're not doing that, it just stays bottled up, and it turns into frustration and depression sometimes when you don't have any type of outlet for creativity. So, for sure, bro.
Absolutely. You muted, brother. I see audio manipulator join us. We done hit a chord. He said, I gotta get on this. I gotta get in on this. They talk about stuff I know because I'll be going to work every day. That's why you gotta get connected. But man, while he get connected, let's go ahead and play another song. Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say about that 9 to 5 too. Like,
Oh,
how
my
do you
bad.
feel about other people out there that got old jobs? You know what I'm saying? How to maintain that? Because I'll be working and be like, damn, how I'm gonna fit all this time in? If you make time, you make time, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, you make time, bro. Like, but before you even play the song, let me just say,
No,
like,
you good.
so, bro, I got my main job, outside, which is a leg of that is me producing the podcast, which I produce 8 shows for, and I have my own show. And I have a part-time gig, which I do after my main job, which is 9 to 5:30. My second job is from 7 to 11. But during that first job, I'm also doing all the podcast stuff, because we're a nonprofit. So, I hear people make excuses like, bro, I'm busy as fuck every day of my life, bro, and I'm still able to do everything I'm doing. It's really literally a mindset thing, bro. Like, that's really all it is. A lot of times people feel like they don't have time. But I want you to sit back and think, how many times during the day are you really just bullshitting through the day? Even if you're
playing
scrolling for 30
games.
minutes, scrolling for 20 minutes, that's 20 minutes where maybe you weren't doing nothing physically, but that's 20 minutes where you could have been shifting your thoughts to be like, what do I need to do to be successful?
Right.
But you've been looking at other people that whole time, just brain rot. So, you know, it's time, bro. Like, I'm a living testament that you do have time. Straight up, bro. So that's my thoughts.
You gotta make money to spend money. Shit.
Yeah, straight up.
Definitely,
Straight up.
man. Like that's just I think that's one of those things for real that we all struggle with, and we often don't be honest with ourselves enough about how much time we actually waste. Like for real. So that I think that's just something everybody know. Like what you just said, I think everybody know, but they still go scroll their ass on Instagram. Right? Because if they
Hey,
don't, they
yeah, for
wouldn't see
real.
us right now. Like, you know, like
Hey,
so
for
go ahead
real,
and
bro.
scroll. It's okay. Waste your time as long as you watching us. It's like
Hey, yeah,
Subscribe.
get your scroll on, but just, you know, make some more time for yourself too. Cause I still
absolutely.
scroll too, man. But as long as you self-aware to be like, now I do need to do this. Sometimes
Yeah.
you just gotta plant that seed, or even if you just got one day that you are gonna do it, just go hard, you know, and block off that time where you're not gonna be doing other things. For real, for
No,
real.
for sure. Like I'm playing about scrolling and watching us kind of, you know, but like he is dead serious about the time that we just need to be more accountable for you know ourselves. We make a lot of excuses and we don't actually make time. Right? Like we make excuses, we don't make time.
Hey,
Let's
yeah, bro. That's that shoulda, coulda, woulda, man. That's
shoulda,
what
coulda,
leads
woulda.
into that shoulda, coulda, woulda, bro.
Man, that's crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy. Let's watch this.
My singer, coulda, woulda. They hesitate to work with me because I'm not mediocre. Scared I take their fans away, play my verses over.
It's the breakdown.
I'm walking like I'm pushing strollers. Would have been on, let him tell it, but they fucked them over. They hesitate to work with me because I'm not mediocre. Scared I take their fans away, play my verses over. So basically, that meant it's like all the excuses I've heard people say over the years, the reasons why they not on. You know, you'll run into somebody who's been making music or just trying to, you know, do something creative or entrepreneur-wise, and they'll always have a reason why they not on. So, shit, I used to do it too. But once you break out of that, you realize, man, it doesn't matter who not messing with you. You got to create lanes for yourself and break down doors for yourself. So that's kind of where that bar came from. What's next? Oh, gotta do it now. We just getting older. He waiting on some luck, can't find a 4-leaf clover. Said you was gonna drop. It's been 3 Octobers. Be honest with yourself, carry it on your shoulders. You gotta do it now, we just getting older. He waiting on some luck, can't find a 4-leaf clover. So, shit, it's pretty straight to the point. We getting older, man. Like, how many more years you gonna keep giving yourself these excuses of why you not where you wanna be, why you don't have the money you want, why you don't have the people in your life that you want in your life. That 4-leaf clover bar, I feel like sometimes people are just waiting around, waiting for that special movie moment to put them on. It's not like that sometimes. The grind is ugly. The grind ain't pretty at all. So you got to get out here and create your look, man. Don't wait to find that 4-leaf clover. Said you was gonna drop. It's been 3 Octobers, man. That's straight to the point, man. I know artists who've been talking about dropping a song, dropping a music video, dropping a project for 3 years. And I know sometimes you getting your money right, getting all your stuff together, but 3 years, you've been telling me for 3 years you're gonna drop a music video? That's crazy. Should have did that, now your face sour. Could have had the bag, would have had some power. Good at watching me grind like I didn't put in hours. I could never be one of them, let me say it loud. Should have did that, now your face sour. Could have had the bag, would have had some power. Better watching me grind like I didn't put in hours. I could never be one of them, let me say it loud. So, shit, straight to the point, man. Like, they watching us do what we do. Bitter faces and they mad, man. Don't get mad at us. You know, all we did was we grinded it out and we kept going. So, shoulda, coulda, woulda, all platforms. Sensei Kai, search my music, man. Stay tuned. Shout out to Reentry Network. Shout out to the Boss Club, man. Lyrical Breakdown. We out.
I refuse to be a shoulda, coulda, woulda. I refuse to be a shoulda, coulda, woulda. I can't be a shoulda, coulda, woulda. Turn bitter like these shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Indeed.
one of the more polarized.
Indeed. No, that's real, man. Shoulda, coulda, woulda is like real. Because I like you said, you like how you was self-admitting, like, yeah, me too, man. Like in a lot of different aspects, I shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yeah, man.
And still wish I coulda, woulda.
Yeah, sure, bro. Like that one, bro. It's another one of those ones, man. It just was where I was at the time, and it kind of, since making that song, it's something that haunts me too, bro. Every time I'm making excuses, bro, I'm like, man, it's funny. I had one of my closest friends call me and say, bro, was that song about me? I said, bro, what? You come dissing you on the song? I said, nah, bro. But if I said I want you to feel like that though. That's what made me feel like, yeah, bro. I'm like, hell no, because it was about that. Said you was gonna drop. It's been 3 Octobers.
Right.
So, he felt the way he started dropping after that too. So, man, this one of those songs, bro, that just make people think.
No, that's gonna hit everybody that you know. That's an artist.
Yeah,
That's
it hit me about my retirement album. I'm like, shit.
Like, it ain't hit me because it's like I ain't really been wanting to drop. I ain't been saying I'm gonna drop. Everybody just know that I got a bunch of music that I have not dropped for real. Like I've been on a streak of like 2 years making bangers too. It's just like, oh, you heard that? Bet. Like that's tight that you heard it because you my close friends and stuff, but I ain't really putting it out. You can't go to Spotify and hear nothing new that I done made. Like nothing. You know what I mean?
That's different.
Yeah, maybe because I'm not making excuses. That's all. That's the only thing that's different is that I'm not making excuses like people that's like saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do it," but I'm still not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I still need to be. I done made it and it's finished. I need to put it out. You feel like I'm paying for DistroKid. Like why you got it done? Mixed and mastered, just sitting on your samply folder. You know what I mean? Like why?
Hey, it's cool though, because when you do drop, bro, it's like you can stay consistent though, man, for real, because you sitting on heat. So that's the advantage to that, bro. Once you do decide you ready, bro, you got something for them back to back. So
that's true. That's true. So I guess that just goes into what we was having a discussion as far as just knowing what you're trying to do, like having a strategy for yourself. If you really gonna get into this, especially if you're at an advantage where you could be younger hearing this, be sure that like you understand all the things we talked about as far as the type of artist you could be, the type of music you can make, the type of lanes that you could create, in addition to the time management of it. Are you gonna be like a content creator that blow up that people just happen to know make music? You're right, like because that's a lane. Are you gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a lane. So kind of craft out a plan for yourself in the space that we in right now, where as long as you are internet famous, you could leverage that to for whatever you want to do next.
That's
Pretty much. So I know we don't have you very long, brother. We still have one, I believe, one more song that you wanted us to play, right?
Oh yeah, that all year, man. Shit, we can go a little bit longer, bro. That's all good.
Okay.
I want to talk a little bit with y'all too. It's all good.
Man, that's a blessing, brother. We love to have you. So we'll play that in a second. Slang, just you on, man. What's up, brother?
What's up with it?
What's up with it? Did you catch Anxious earlier?
No.
Okay, we're gonna have to come back to that later, behind the scenes, because we all kind of worked on that. So it, like that hit different when you see it finished and with a video to it and stuff. We got to check that out. That boy was nice. Nice. Yeah. So you got any questions for Sensei before we move forward to the last track?
Nah, y'all hitting the point right now, man. Shit.
Now you had to hop on. You heard that job, man. You heard that job talk. You was like, hey, that's me. I just slid in from the gig. For real though, man. Like, but that's one thing that I will say, that working is fine. Like having the jobs are fine, but I would encourage those of y'all to actually explore ways to leverage the system that this country gives you, which is credit, and other loan-based systems to also leverage yourself into investing in yourself. I'm not saying use it to get money to go blow, to go get a Stingray and go, buy Airbnb, like get Airbnbs and have a bunch of women at your like you know what I'm saying. I ain't talking about going and just wasting your loan, but it's okay to owe money in this country. Like it's okay. Like in London, if you owe money, they will come take you to prison. It's called debtor's prison.
Damn.
You know the repercussions here in America. If you just like, man, I bet money on myself and it didn't pan out. Do you know what happens? You get a 3-digit score that goes down. You have a 3-digit number that go from 700 to 500. How does that actually affect you? Other than the perception of, oh, I got bad credit. Don't nobody see this. It's personal to you. Unless you just advertising it to everybody. Like, you know, take a gamble on yourself, especially if it's just 3 digits that don't actually affect you for real. It's all psychological when we like, I don't want to live in debt to something. It's a psychological like mentality that has been put on us literally as a part of the slave way to, because everything around us that's big money, that's making moves, is not using their own money. Everything.
Right. Everything.
Every power player that's able to be in position to put you in a better place is not using their money. They're using a collection of people's money that's investing what they all agree on.
Definitely.
which is borrowed money. So I just want us to get better at working smarter and not working as hard, because the power of the brain can really outdo you can only go so long physically working. You know what I'm saying? It's like playing golf. Like I was lucky, like I ain't watched the golf tournament. I was hearing about a lot. Like I watch a lot of sports. So I'm hearing about the Masters all weekend, and you get into the Masters and you seeing 64-year-old men competing for a couple $1 million. When LeBron, even though he done spent 21 years playing, he 40 years old, 41 or whatever, he gonna have to retire soon. Yeah. He got another 20 years in golf. So, you know what I'm saying? Golf is more so the long game of credit. Hooping, playing football, where you can get 5 to 6 years in, is our bodies when it comes down to, the physical working that we do. So I don't want to get too far off the beaten path for the interview, but I know that we do, saying us as grown men on this panel want to be sure that we're responsible to the youth and pouring out what we know about what's going on to you. And that's what I can offer to society. That's how Cash at Hand got here. You know what I'm saying? That is the name of my financial business. That is not that's not my name, sir. So, but I just want y'all to kind of chime in on that aspect. I know that that's in the weeds as far as something we don't really tackle, but I feel like it's not addressed enough for real.
Especially not in our community, unfortunately, bro. I remember the first time I talked to you, bro, you told me about all that, and I saw how knowledgeable you were on it. You know what I'm saying? And even now to this day, bro, it's I've been doing a little better with all my credit knowledge, but I'm still learning. And, when I bring up the conversation to other people, the most people say is, I got to get my credit up, but they don't know. They're not saying, I researched this to get it up. Most people are just hey, I got to get my credit up. So right. I think it is very, very beneficial to learn about it. Even doing my own research, man, I see the rich leverage credit. And they pay for most things with credit. We think they cashing out just because they rich, and they're using credit for all these major purchases. So, I'm still learning, but I'm also very aware that, it's something to take serious. That's where I'm at. For real.
For sure. And I think it's one of those things where it scare people. Because it's something that is not talked about enough. Yeah. It's not simplified enough. Because it actually is very, very simple. You know what I'm saying? And that's why when I talk about it in a way where it's it ain't really that big of a deal, because it's not. Everything circle around this, which we'll have to piggyback on a different day, where I might just come on live and just start, talking to the people about just different things that they need to do to understand how this works. But it's a very simplified thing. It's like when I learned mixing, like it's one of those things where like you think it's like super complicated, and then you figure out that there's like 5 core principles, and once you know that, then you know how to mix. So yeah, I just think that we need to just understand that we are scared of things that we don't know, and to just be like, you know, just it's not that complicated. But we're gonna piggyback on that on another day. Let's go ahead and take a look into this next
Scary
song,
money
man.
don't make money.
Tell us about this one, man, all year before we play it.
Cool. So all year, kind of touching back on what I said at the beginning of the call, moving out here and having a Reentry Network podcast. The person on this song's name, Baby Moving, man, one of our podcasters, also one of our people on the Reentry team. He served pretty much this the longest he ever been out of prison. And now he's pursuing music. So it's been a dope experience seeing him grow. Didn't even know he really wanted to pursue music until about 4 months ago. But since then, he's been going crazy with it. With the help of Eastside K-Boy, that's his big homie. So I appreciate them because since moving out to LA, I'm actually in South Central every day, bro. They made sure I'm good, put me on game about what not to wear, where not to go. They look out for me. When I brought them to the A. I brought them around all my people, so it's like a mutual respect. So I did this hook for him. I'm on the verse too, but I did this hook for him. We getting a lot of love for it right now. We performed it like 4 or 5 times. We performed it again on the 2nd. We actually made a Reentry Network podcast mixtape, which is something I haven't seen outside of our podcast. We have a studio at our facility too, a recording studio. So we made a 4-track mixtape. This is one of the songs on it. On the track, you're gonna hear me saying I've been getting to the chili all year. That's what the LA people call money. So, just to let y'all know what that lingo is. So that's how that song came about, man. I'm just doing a lot of hooks right now for people. I'm kind of in my hook vibes. So y'all check it out, man. We did this visualizer. We shot it in Arizona. We went on a trip out there, interviewed some NFL players, and went to one of K-Boy meet and greet type of things. So that's where this song came about. We shot it, and that's just where we at with it now. But y'all check it out all year.
Here we go.
It's cold out, but I've been getting to this chili all year. Riding through the city all year, and I won't lie, I'ma get paper, it don't matter who here. Run it up, it don't matter who here. It's cold out, but I've been getting to the chili all year. Riding through the city all year, and I won't lie, I'ma get paper, it don't matter who here. Run it up, it don't matter who here.
I've been getting to the chili, and it's chilly outside. Lanes hating on me, so I gotta keep the 9. I stay behind the 10, cause I'm ducking one time. Had to turn my hustle up and show 'em what I'm on there. Lord forgive me, cause I was out here living filthy. It was no Santa Claus, it was just me and Blinky. But now I'm out here doing things a little different, like bringing all the toys and joy to little children. But don't get it twisted, my heart cold, my soul froze like Jack Frost. Cause I pop up and pop out like K-Dot. If they acting like the Grinch, I told her to kick rocks. Yeah. Kick rocks.
It's cold out, but I've been getting to this chili all year. Riding through the city all year, and I won't lie, I'ma get paper, it don't matter who here. Run it up, it don't matter who here. It's cold out, but I've been getting to the chili all year. Riding through the city all year, and I won't lie, I'ma get paper, it don't matter who here. Run it up, it don't matter who here. Stacking up the paper like a printer, I'm a winner. Not been on my plate, but I'm hungry, eating for dinner. She keep calling me, something told me not to hit her. I'm not worried about no hater, they just feel like splinters. She went around my sleigh, I think she heard on the realest. 2 feet, 10 toes, and really standing on business. Winter time coming healthy, but I'm still in this. I was down for a minute and they didn't even. It's cold out, but I've been getting to the chili all year. Riding through the city all year, and I won't lie, I'ma get paper, it don't matter who here. Run it up, it don't matter who here. It's cold out, but I've been getting to the chili all year. Riding through the city all year, and I won't lie, I'ma get paper, it don't matter who here. Run it up, it don't matter who here.
Yeah, that's that all year, man.
Yeah. No, I feel that that's definitely gonna be a summer bop.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then we made it for the winter time, but it's like, damn, we still been able to perform it and everything. We performed it a couple weeks ago, bro. They went crazy. So man, it's just another one of those
It
collabs, bro.
I know y'all speaking on winter being cold out, or specifically speaking on that in the hook, but like the bop to it is definitely like sunny
Summer
out.
vibes.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. Nah, for sure, bro. It's another one of those. This gym's about networking, man. I've been doing a lot of networking since being out here. Cause when you come out here and it's just you, basically, you got to network. Because everybody you meet is essentially a new person. So if you want to network and expand and grow, you're talking to people. So
yeah.
I really I've taken a liking to connecting people, meeting new people, and kind of setting up plays. So that's kind of what I'm on now, bro. Cause everybody now who I've met out here, I've connected them with my people in the A. So
Yeah.
it's just like it feels real good to just put that together, bro. That's kind of where I'm at now, bro.
I
Just
got a
connecting
question for
everything.
you, man, because I can't even believe I forgot to even bring this up earlier, bro. How was that time period while the fires was going on?
Oh man, that shit was crazy, bro. Literally, man, like outside of earthquakes, the fires was something I'd never seen nothing like that. When it first started, you don't think something's gonna affect you for real. Cause we
Right.
see stuff on the news, you like, damn, it's on fire, what the hell? But we went to the grocery store and I saw the whole mountain across from where we live was on fire. I'm gonna send you the video. Like it looked like a portal from hell opened up or something, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
crazy seeing it in person. So we had the fire app on our phone. We had everything packed in the trunk, ready to evacuate. Luckily, we didn't have to evacuate, but it got so close to the fact of, damn, we may really have to evacuate, bro. So it was a reality of the situation of living in California, how these natural disasters do happen. A lot of people I know did have to evacuate and they lost their homes. So, I was just thankful that it didn't get to us, but I was prepared. We were just going to drive north, but just seeing it in person, bro, it was crazy, man. Even in the parking lot I'm at right now, you could just look over right here to the left and you see the smoke getting closer to you. So, it was crazy, bro. Like it was
That,
crazy,
that
man.
sound crazy, dog.
Yes, bro. It was like a movie, really, man. Even outside, the whole sky was gray. You standing, it's ash just falling throughout the
Like
whole. It's
Silent Hill.
ash just falling. Yeah, like Silent Hill, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Speaking of
that happened
movies,
to us last year. That fire out here, it messed up all my crop. Ashes all
It's
on the
crazy,
plants
bro.
and stuff. I was like, wow, man.
Yeah,
speaking
man.
of movies, man, if you could turn one of your songs into one, which one and why?
Good question. Uh, I would say anxious, bro. I would make it into some type of sports movie or something, bro. Cause
Hmm.
I was already thinking about putting the hook on some sports highlight videos anyway. I feel like it's one of those ones you can play it in the gym or just play it to like get yourself hyped. So I feel like I would change it to I would change that one into a movie. Maybe about somebody coming of age, trying to, I don't know, get to the league or something, or get to playing college ball or something. And just,
Yeah.
what they going through to get there. Probably avoiding the bullshit, avoiding bad influences, and just trying to get there. I'll probably do that one.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I just had to get that one, and that's
Oh, that's a
I
good
actually
question.
like to see that. No, I actually we'll be doing. Hopefully, I get to it this year, right? Because we just gotta make time. We gotta make time. But I normally do sports clips and stuff for my team and stuff. But I might have to get your okay to, you know what I'm saying, put the hook on the highlights of whoever the top
Hey, you got it,
whatever
bro.
it is. That's
You got the green light for me, man. Shit,
what's
I'd
up. That's what's
appreciate it.
up.
Hey,
That's
I
yeah.
hear
what's
that
up.
Spotify don't be flagging nobody. He gave us the green light, man.
Yeah, man. Nah, you good.
Oh man, but we gonna actually get out of here off of the live. If you want to like just stick around for like a couple minutes after we go live, and then we can I know you gotta go to work, bro. So we just wanted to get at people our Sunday spotlight, man. Go to YouTube first of all. We've been playing this stuff, man. It's on his. You gotta subscribe to two things for me, y'all. I need the Sensei Kai official, I need y'all to get them subscribers up. And then also you going to just happen to see the topic page, which if you're not familiar with the topic page, that's just the music only, where it's like, you know what I mean? It's just all the music without the videos. So it's still the same artist, right? Everything that's put out on topic is just the audio. And then his Sensei Kai official, that's where you could get the videos that I seen just now. Also on IG. What is it on IG, bro?
Just Sensei Kai. Like SENSCIKYH. It takes you to my Instagram, and in my bio, you can find our podcast, Reentry Network Podcast. You can also find my podcast, Dojo Sessions, BC Records. That's also in my bio. That's the label that me and my bro have. Everybody in the A. And also Optic Dojo Productions. That's where like I film other people's pods, do music videos behind the scenes. So I got my production company as well. So all that's in my bio on Sensei Kai. If there's anything y'all want to check out.
Man, definitely go there, like, comment, subscribe, go to his Instagram, comment, get tapped in. You see what he's doing. You hear the sound, you see the visuals. Some things, you know, that's why we like to do the Sunday Spotlight. So we don't just have content where we're just talking, but we actually get to hear and see what kind of music these artists are doing and let it speak for itself. And it certainly spoke wonders by just allowing your art to be highlighted tonight, bro. And man, we gonna make time, like we say we gonna make time more often for each other. I know that we both be just grinding and time just get by, bro. Like, I know it don't be nothing personal. It just be grinding and, you know, being in Cali and being in Chicago, you know, it is what it is.
Straight up, bro. For sure, man. But nah, I appreciate y'all for having me on too, man. It's always cool talking to you, bro. For real.
Always, brother. Manipulator, what you got for the people, brother?
Hit them bells too. Get the notification that we on live, man. You know what I'm saying?
You start doing the UGG 607 shake. That's what you thought. That's what we are. Because it's the spirits. It's the spirits. It's 7 of them.
It feel good, man. The spirits hit. It feel good, man.
All right, man. We out of here. Big squad. We out.
Did it again, Alex. Give me more. Okay, cash at hand. That's the motto, that's the plan. Got a whole lot of loot. Check my status, that's the brand. Boy, stop playing. Money so long, broke them rubber bands in the jam. I'll be damned if I fuck with Uncle Sam. I be spazzing on the beat. I go thermal on them niggas. I'm absorbing all the heat. Oh, salty ass niggas be thinking that it's sweet. Oh, dusty ass niggas in the president of the league. Salute. Yeah, we looking for recruits. Join the squad, get you open, corner 3, 2, 1, shoot. Don't be scared, come prepared, and we keep you in the loop. Get you squared, let's prepared, and we accept you as a troop.